Hi guys, welcome back to the 8th Newtownbreda Players Podcast. Let's see who's on the podcast today. He was born on the 20th of January 1985. He's played for Newtownbreda, Linfield under-18s, and he also had one game for Linfield Swifts. He joined the club in 2000, then left in 2006, and then rejoined again in 2019. This player loves to play up front, and he simply just loves to score goals, and he's very good at it. He's one of the most hard-working players in the squad and never misses a training session. However, during lockdown in 2020, he clearly missed the barbers as he came back to the first Breda session looking like Marv from Home Alone. Recently, he's been quoted on the Players Podcast, the slowest and maybe the worst dressed. He's a Breda legend. It's Graham Whiteman.
Good morning, Christopher.
What is happening?
Nothing much. Nice wee cold one, this one.
It is.
It is.
It is freezing.
It is cold.
How have you been, Graham?
I've been good. Just been working away during lockdown and trying to keep fit in the last couple of months.
Have you been out for many runs or anything since training stopped?
I've been out doing runs, 5k runs, and doing the odd wee Breda booster session in between as well, trying to keep fit.
Brilliant. Do you miss football?
Do miss football.
Yeah.
Miss the lads. Miss having fun. Miss training.
You're obviously you come to training so much, and like you're one of the players in the team who doesn't miss a training session. How have you just generally coped with no training? Has this been tough, or have you been motivated?
The first lockdown was tough because I didn't do anything the whole lockdown, and
Well, we know that because you know your haircut.
that was it.
Marv.
Oh well, what can I say?
Can you just here? If anyone's watching this podcast and sees Graham and sitting outside your house in a van.
Well, see, I don't have my partner in crime, so I don't have.
I can be it if you want. Me and you.
The first lockdown, no, it was tricky. Didn't do anything. Just worked. Then football started back up again, and ever since I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, well, I can't not do anything after I worked so hard with the second lockdown. So
Yeah.
I thought, might as well just keep going.
It doesn't really feel like a lockdown though, this does it? It just kind of feels like this is life at the minute.
Yeah, it does. Well, hopefully the vaccine, whenever it comes,
Yeah.
changes everything and then it's back to normal, but
Yeah.
who knows?
But you really do you kind of really miss the sense of just playing football and stuff with your mates during the week. It kind of helps you to relax a wee bit better. It's good for your mental health as well.
It does, and then sure, obviously after Saturday we used to go to the Four Winds, but sure, that stopped, so that sort of hindrance.
So, how did you come about joining Breda all those years ago in 2000?
Well, I have an older brother called Scully. He used to play for Newtownbreda then, and he was playing for them, and then he says to come down and join, and then I joined, and I think one of the seasons I might have became top goal scorer when I was back in the day. So can't beat that.
What year was that?
Must have been between 2002 and 2004, I'm going to say. And then the second time to come back, my brother texted me and said there was a first team and second team game, but the first team had old players and new players.
Yeah.
And he texted me and says, do you want to come down? And I says, I come down, and then it was actually on one of them pitches over there we played, and the first team won. But I had a wee bit of a nightmare whenever I came on, so we'll not talk about that.
Okay. Well, I don't even want to ask.
I was just running for the ball, and my legs went like jelly and gave way and just face planted the floor.
But you're one of the fittest players in the squad now, so that wouldn't happen. Why did you join Breda? Why did it attract you?
I missed playing football, and there was nothing to do whenever I decided that I needed to do something, because I was just literally sitting bored at the weekend and doing nothing during the week other than working, so I just decided to come back.
Yeah. You played for Breda. How many seasons do you reckon you've played altogether?
6 maybe, 5.5.
Yeah.
And it's been brilliant. I wouldn't say a bad word about anyone.
What's been your highlight? Or highlights?
Highlights. Probably getting to the Cork and Corey Cup final.
Yes, Jay mentioned that as well.
Jay mentioned that.
He broke his leg.
He did break his leg, and I came on for him. And that was probably the highlight.
Coming on for Jay.
Coming on for Jay. In the first half.
But no, it was the whole atmosphere was probably really good around the club. And
was
suppose
good.
heading into the cup final.
It was, because we went to, I'm going to say, the Beach Lawn Hotel in over Dunmurry, Finicky, is it, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Off Finicky Road, I think. So we went there first for something to eat, and then we went to play the match. It was good.
Was Doc there at that
Doc
time?
Was there. Doc's been there for years.
And Doc, obviously, he's been brought up a couple of times in the podcasts.
Uh-huh.
Was he still the same back then?
Oh, he's probably the worst referee I've ever seen in my life. I don't know. He calls himself a linesman as well on Saturday whenever he's sometimes on his phone and he doesn't see what's going on.
Yeah.
And he just points any direction.
Graham, what have you loved about this season?
Bar
the whole lockdowns, what have you loved about the atmosphere of the club?
The whole club has changed, I would say, in the last year. The new manager coming in.
Yeah.
And it's just been brilliant. Everyone's been going to training and fitness. Everybody just knows what they want to do and how they want to work.
Yeah.
Everybody's taking everything on board.
Mm-hmm. We've obviously played together loads of season. I think the atmosphere has been really good. When I've really just enjoyed playing with you. I think it's been good. I think we've been really unlucky in some games, but we also had a really good run in as well, which is great towards the end there with the twos.
Yeah, it did. It's been good. I think just throughout the club, everybody knows what they have to do.
Yeah.
It's drilled into them Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday.
Yeah.
How they have to do training and then do it on Saturday.
Obviously people's mental health could be up the left because there's no football or anything going on. What will be your advice for people who are struggling at the minute without football?
Don't go unnoticed. Stay in contact with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to be okay. And just try and be yourself.
Yeah.
Not everybody's alone out there in the world.
Exactly. Graham Whiteman, are you ready for quickfire?
I am ready for quickfire. Stephen Gerrard. Scoring goals and winning. Football dislikes would be everybody arguing with each other on the pitch when there's no need for it. We're all a team. There's no I in team. Corona. With a hint of lime. And probably the Goonies. That's a tricky one. There's probably a few bands I would like. Mumford & Sons, Oasis, Stereophonics. Nice restaurant and drinks, maybe a nice romantic walk. Typically night out would be with the lads. 4 wins maybe first and then into town somewhere. That's a tricky one. Oh, I'm not going to say Benedict's because I'm a wee bit old for Benedict's now. It's like grab a granny in Benedict's these days. So probably...
Beach Club?
No, Beach Club's back in the day. I'm too old for all the partying now. So I am. Where have I been in town recently? Lavery's is okay. Downstairs. I wouldn't go upstairs anymore. A wee bit thingy. Best trainer, apart from me, I'm going to say Jay Floyd. Biggest moaner? Ricky Miller. When he doesn't get his own way on the pitch, he just gruntles, throws his arms up in the air, doesn't know what he wants to do on the pitch then. Hardman. See, everybody's forgot about these two. You've either Mark McMurray or Jeffrey Lau. And I'm going to go for Jeff because he never misses a 50-50. He's committed to it. Nobody's mentioned this fella before, but I'm going to go with my buddy Ryan O'Neill. He just seems to lap a 50-50 anytime. Well, I'll give Ricky Miller the credit for this one. He does have a sweet left foot. Probably Kyle McComsky. Definitely not me. You can't just go by 10 people at training that you're the slowest. You have to have everybody at training to go you're the slowest. But I will say... Butts. Sorry, Butts. I'm only telling the truth, lads. Probably Lou Wright. Ricky Miller. See, this is a tricky situation because people arrive at training on Saturdays in sliders and socks, and it's a disgrace. Nobody should wear that these days.
And who does that?
Mark McMurray does it, so I'm going to throw him out there. I think Ricky Miller's done it the odd time. Kyle's done it. I'll not name any more names because it's not a wee bit unfair. They can't defend themselves. Ryan O'Neill. I'm going to say myself because I get spend 10-15 minutes on a Saturday in the shower after a match.
Woo!
Yep.
Alright.
Jay Floyd, he just loves the club. He's constantly training, he's constantly getting people to get the boosters done. So I think he'll be a future manager when he retires. If he retires. There's a player that went play in their 40s, Sammy Fleck, so Jay could go on to surpass him.
Great, mate. That was class having you on today.
Thank you very much, Chris.
And I'm looking forward to be back playing with you again soon.
Yes, me too.
Cheers, mate.
Right, thank you.
See you later.